3.5, okay? Here's all we're going to do. It's going to be pretty quick, but I need you to lock in for 4 minutes. 4 minutes, okay? Equivalent statements. Okay, the symbol for equivalent statements is these 3 lines right here. And all it means is that the 2 statements that we're looking at mean the same thing. That's what equivalent means. And in order to see whether statements are equivalent, all we look for is the very last column. And as long as they have the same truth values, then we say the things that are being said are exactly the same. And so if you think about it, you've probably had a time, maybe when you're talking to a buddy or even your parents, you're saying one thing and they're saying something else, or at least it seems like they are, but really you're saying the same thing, just worded differently. Do you guys know what I'm saying? That happens, right? People argue, and then 10 minutes later, like, wait a minute, we're saying the same thing, right? So I'm not asking you to bust out a truth table when you get into an argument, but, okay, that would be pretty funny. Here in math class, we can look at something like these 2 statements. So let's say M is I got an A in math. And let's say E is I got an A in English. And now if we translate each one into symbols, how would I write I got an A in math or I got an A in English? M, the V, which is or, E. And now I probably shouldn't have used this arrow. That could be confusing. So this is how we translate the first sentence. What about this one? So negation of M, and then E. So M and E, and the statement if not M, then E, sounds different, but means the same thing, and we're going to show that right now. So if we just make a couple of quick truth tables, I'm using the standard order. So a lot of you guys sometimes switch the order that you do these in. Like some of you go true, true, and then false, false. It doesn't matter what order you use, but you need to make sure that you stay with the same order when you're trying to compare statements. Okay? Question?
You said and, right? With the and E. Isn't that the or sound?
This is an or, yeah. Did I say and?
Yeah, you said and.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, it is an or statement. Okay. So now we have M or E. And you guys did a nice job when you explained this, but just tell me again, when is an or statement true? When at least one is true. So we got true, 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 false. Okay? And now over here, before we do the final statement, we have to do a negation of M. Then we can do the if negation of M, then E. Negation of M, I think we all know how to do that. You just flip the M column. And now to answer this, when is an if then false? First is true, and the second is false, and that seems to happen. Remember, we're going kind of backwards here to keep things in order, right? From here to here, we have false, true, true, false, false. All the other ones are true. So you see how this last column here has exactly the same values? So now we say, since the last column of the truth tables are identical, the statements M or E and negation of M, then E are equivalent. And you would write that using that new notation with that triple line. And that would be it. Okay? That's as far as we're going to get today. Tomorrow, I lied. On Tuesday, we will finish this up and go from there. Okay? Enjoy your weekend.